Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Set for football now on a sunny afternoon in the second city. And off we go from Soldier Field. Marshall now, the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. On first down, Alexander. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. 43, 15.
Mahomes now to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On the stop was Aaron Donald. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago! Wes Welker, 52 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick and heads straight out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Running from the gun, Johnson. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short. Now it's Mahomes again. He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
First down, Panthers.
To speak of there, maybe a yard down to the 20. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Patrick Mahomes. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play fake. Mahomes. For Marshall, that's complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
The defensive player of the year a season ago, Aaron Donald, the one to stop him in his tracks. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there. 37 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Marshall now, the return. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the... drive right around the 37.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Mahomes going to throw. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I'm sorry, but it's almost unfair. Brandon Marshall can make so many plays, but even when you think he's covered,
he's not.
No, he's really not. He uncovers and makes a play on you and picks up good yardage in doing so.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Out to the flat here for Johnson.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The veteran Brandon Marshall, the intended target, but it'll be second and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. But now it's third and goal. Back to throw again. He's got a man, it's his fullback. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a fourth and goal. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Miles Jack with a sack. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Johnson won't. Turn this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
From the 31, Mahomes got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Back to throw. It's caught. Beckham. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Johnson going to get the handoff.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
On the option, they go with Johnson.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Brandon Marshall, 29 yards. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Marshall now, the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Mahomes to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On second down, here's Mahomes. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Man open, here is Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Touchdown! Brandon Marshall, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he will take this down to the 10. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Here's second and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his big target, Brandon Marshall, and it's 3rd and short.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down and will go the other way with a football. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Quinnen Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. They run out of the gun with Swift. Fights off the defender. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. A strong running. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And some room to maneuver. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. The give is to Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jamar Chase there to make the grab. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, they show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Open man, Gronkowski complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown to this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Looking for his big receiver, Marshall.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lance Allworth, 64 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
Here comes Johnson on the return.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Flush to his right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Ravens on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Mahomes to throw it.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And the Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mahomes.
This is caught, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Mahomes. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
First down carry by Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They go to Elliott again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. He'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural,
yeah,
but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports.
And off we go from Denver. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Offense getting set, 1st and 10. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside it. In this first quarter. Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with the former Bearcat, Mike Boone. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Bridgewater to throw it. Being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins. For the 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Mahomes takes it himself. Boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move him off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Mahomes now on the sneak, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate to count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
set them back 5.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
He was trying to hit his big receiver, Brandon Marshall, and it's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Taking a shot here for Marshall.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. He finds his man, complete. It's Spencer. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Bridgewater again. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Not much there, only a yard.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe, because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Good starting field. Position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
They'll start with the option.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 6 yards there on the keeper and 2nd down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Johnson. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And they were able to find some success running the football, which is something they'll need to continue to do in a close game like this one. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, here's a look at their numbers throwing the football in what was a very even first half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rocky Mountain snow looks like it's going to continue through this second half as we are back underway in Denver. Now here's Johnson.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have 1 half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
On 2nd down now, it's Alexander. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And down inside the 15 he goes. We don't see too many conversions on 4th and 10, but we just did there. A gain of 14 and a 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. T.J. Hockenson there to make the grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Welcome back now to Denver. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's out right at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. For Marshall, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. On second down, it's Alexander. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Alexander. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
extra point through the snowflakes. Up and good. Make the score 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So now Bridgewater and the Broncos down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 37 remaining. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and that'll bring up second down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, and it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On third down, Bridgewater. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Fourth down, Bridgewater. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
On first down, it's Alexander, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Runs over him. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.